What if I told you that one of the kindest people you know might not actually be acting from kindness? That sounds impossible. We usually imagine a people pleaser as someone who can't say no, avoids conflicts, and is always smiling. But psychology suggests something much more surprising. Sometimes people pleasing isn't generosity at all. It's a desperate labor to earn something every human being deserves for free: love. You will start noticing hidden patterns and behaviors that are secretly related to this unsolved condition. We all know that it first started with a child who grows up believing, if I'm useful enough, if I'm good enough, if I sacrifice enough, then maybe I will be loved. That child doesn't grow into something who simply loves others. They grow into someone who negotiates with love. Without realizing it, every act of kindness loses its beautiful, pure value and personal joy. Helping becomes labor. Generosity becomes investment. Kindness becomes a currency in order to get something in return later. From the outside, they look incredibly caring. Inside, they are quietly waiting for something: a thank you, more attention, more appreciation, or more validation. Because the real goal wasn't helping or kindness. It was finally feeling worthy. Healthy love sounds like this: I choose to help because I want to. But people pleasing quietly whispers, I have to help, otherwise I might lose your love. And that single belief changes everything. If love has to be earned, then the rest is dangerous. Enjoyment feels selfish. Doing nothing feels like disappointing others. That's why many people pleasers feel an almost constant pressure to stay productive, to stay effective, to stay impressive. Not because they enjoy it, because slowing down forces them to face a painful shame. Who am I if I'm not useful? That shame can even become jealousy. Even jealous of things that they don't really care about. Because seeing someone loved and getting attention effortlessly reminds them of something they've spent their whole lives trying to earn. And deep inside lives another emotion that surprised many people: rage. Not loud rage, quiet rage. The kind that remembers every person who didn't appreciate them. Every friend who wasn't grateful. Every family member who didn't notice their sacrifices. Years of giving without asking eventually become years of hidden resentment. And because they rarely express those feelings honestly, the resentment keeps growing. Now, those hidden emotions begin affecting relationships. One surprising pattern is how quickly someone can move from being the favorite person to becoming the biggest disappointment. Why? Because of constant expectations, deep anger, jealousy, and insecurities deep inside. I did all these for you. I was always there. So why weren't you there for me? A small mistake suddenly feels enormous. Not because that single event, but because it touches years of unspoken pain. And here is an interesting one. Sometimes the problem becomes exaggerated. They continue so much to make people regret their mistakes badly. Not necessarily to manipulate, but because it's also a way to make someone pay attention to them. They may sincerely feel that people have taken advantage of them. The next one you may have seen a lot in the society. Because people pleasers have spent so much of their lives living for others, they may slowly forget a frightening question: what do I actually want? Their choices become guided by approval. All of their goals, their lifestyle, sometimes even their personality, are measured by one thing: what will people think? How would I look like? Ironically, people pleasers often become strangers to themselves. They buy books, they start businesses, they make plans, they begin exciting goals, but many of those dreams quietly disappear. Why is that? Sometimes because they were started to look worthy. not because they truly wanted them. That's how intertwined is the meaning of life and looking good for a people pleaser. They also confuse tolerance with love. They stay in unhealthy friendships. They remain in toxic workplaces. They forgive and sacrifice endlessly, not because they still love you, but because somewhere inside they learned leaving means I'm selfish. If I'm tolerating and suffering, then I am a good person. When in reality, healthy boundaries are not the opposite of kindness, but they are what makes genuine kindness possible. Not all these features are in all people pleasers, but the purpose of recognizing these patterns isn't to judge. It's to recognize these games if we found them in ourselves before it quietly controls our lives. Because every time we believe love has to be earned or paid back, we move one step further away from real love, real friendship, real peace. Healthy love creates freedom, but people-pleasing creates endless exhaustion and expectation. So the next time you notice good deeds has turned into something depressing instead of joyful, by waiting for gratitude or believing your worth depends on what you do for others, pause. Maybe you don't need to become more lovable. Maybe you simply need to stop trying to earn the love that was never supposed to be a reward in the first place. Which people-pleasing behavior surprised you the most and why? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for your company, and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.